Morning, Sloss Tech. Lights are pretty bright, but I think I can see everybody. It's good to see you all. Let me step back. So you all should know this. I sat with my team. I sat with Dion. We talked about what should I say this morning. And I had some nice words written out. I left them in the truck on purpose, because I just wanted to talk very plain to y'all what I think the importance of the people in this room are and what you mean to the city of Birmingham around innovation, around technology. As many of you all know, the city of Birmingham was founded in 1871, and for the most part, people were attracted to our city because of some of its natural resources. Those natural resources allow people to come here, create something, and our city's population exploded. Now, some people took advantage of that in a good way. Some people took advantage of that in a bad way. But overall, the city of Birmingham got its name, the Magic City, based on how fast our city grew and people being attracted to the city. Now, show of hands, how many people are not from Birmingham, were not born and raised here? So that's a lot of people. All right, now show of hands, how many people live here? All right, I'm going somewhere with this. Bear with me for a second. Those natural resources, as it relates to producing steel, iron, and all of these other things, kept our economy going for a long time. And then it almost came to a screeching halt in the 70s and the 80s. And our city had to redefine ourselves. And part of redefining ourselves, we got really good in healthcare. We got really good in manufacturing. We got really good in financial services. And then a recession came again, somewhere in 2008, 2009. And then we kind of lost strength in one of those three main core areas I just named. We still do financial services, but not at what it was the height we were doing it in the 80s and the 90s and early 2000s. What does this have to do with the people that are sitting in this room? I still fundamentally believe that healthcare, manufacturing, and financial services are at the core, the strengths as it relates to the city of Birmingham's economy. But when you dig deep into those, each of those are being disrupted. We all know financial services will continue to be disrupted. Banking, even other forms of financial services. We know manufacturing will continue to be disrupted. We know healthcare will even continue to be disrupted. That may be a long play. But with healthcare, in my mind, where we have to go in the future as it relates to this city, is doubling and tripling down on investing and focusing on not just biotech, but personalized medicine. Where we have to go with financial services, I'll let y'all tell me that. And where we need to go with manufacturing, we need to attach it to some of our strengths, which from a logistics standpoint, if you consider our 4 major interstates, our 3 major rail lines, an inland port, and our airport, we have something unique in the middle of the South. Again, what does that have to do with you all? In my mind, looking at each of you, you all are the disruptors in a positive way for the trajectory and the way we need to take the city of Birmingham. And so you're going to have some stumbles along taking us on the trajectory we need to be. But I want to tell you all about some of those stumbles. The first time I took the bar in the state of Alabama, I failed. But before I became mayor, I practiced law for 8 years. First time I ran for a political office, I lost. That was 10 years ago, and now I'm standing before you as the mayor of the city of Birmingham. Again, what does that have to do with you? Along your journey, each of you, your organization, your company, for-profit, non-profit, in the space of technology and innovation, you all are intentional disruptors with the positive connotation, because as it relates to the economy of this city, you all in this room are responsible for this city's future. There will be stumbles. You will fail, you will lose, but you will get back up because the city of Birmingham needs you. And I am just here in support of not just Dion, not just you all, but I'm putting the whole innovation and tech space on your shoulders, but I'm pushing you and cheering you on the entire way because the city of Birmingham needs you. And so with that, I hope you all enjoy today. I'll be around a little bit. I got to go to work. Where's Devin? Is he here? So I read an article yesterday. I'm going to make this note, then Dion's going to kick me off the stage. I don't know if you all know Devin over at the Innovation Depot, but I read an article that unfortunately he's leaving us. Yeah, I had the same reaction. I had that reaction because he's put in a lot of sweat equity as it relates to our innovation and tech space and startup space. He saw it and put in that sweat equity when a lot of people wasn't in that space about 14 years ago. And I just want to, on this stage, publicly acknowledge the work he's put in, and I wish him well on his future endeavors. Yeah. So when y'all see him later, tell him I said, "What's up, don't leave." The point of that is not just acknowledging his work, is that 14 years in the game of startups and innovation and tech and taking risks and seeing failures and seeing triumphs. I told y'all last year, I'll tell you again today, this morning on this stage, August 2nd, 2019. It's the same thing I told y'all last year that Dre 3000 told us in 1998, the South got something to say. And you all are responsible for what the city of Birmingham has to say. So enjoy today and thank you.
Mayor Randall Woodfin, everybody. I still refuse to call him Mayor Bay. You would not get me to do that, sir. No, you would not. Seriously, thank you again. Was there anything else that you wanted to unpack, or you're good? I know you all just wrote out Birmingham Promise. Make sure that the kids coming through K-12 have access. Whatever you want to say, you do not have to stay, sir. All right.
Don't go.
You need to see? You good?
No, don't go. So prior to being mayor, I did a lot around education. I still support education. I believe in education. As a product of Birmingham City Schools, K through 8th, county school system, 9th through 12th, I believe we, the city of Birmingham, have a lot to do around investing in public education and supporting our children. But in my role, I don't necessarily see it as being responsible for what happens between 8 a.m. and 3 p.m. in the classroom Monday through Friday as it relates to core curriculum and co-curriculum subjects. I believe we have to expose our young people to workplace opportunities. So I got my first job at 15 bagging groceries at a grocery store, and I've been working ever since. But a lot of our young people, when I meet them at a school, they tell me they have not been exposed to the things they have an interest in or a passion in. So what we wanted to do is create the Birmingham Promise. The Birmingham Promise has two goals. One is if you live in the city limits of Birmingham and you finish a Birmingham City school, you walk across the stage just like this, then upon completion of high school, you can attend any in-state 2-year or 4-year public university or college free of tuition, no questions. The second goal, and I think it is something that relates to each of you and the impact you're making on the future of Birmingham, is we wanted to create apprenticeships. So we wanted to expose every junior and every senior the opportunity to leave high school early, just like some of us did when we were in high school, receive credit hours for leaving and working, just like some of us did when we were in high school, and be exposed to work-based learning in a field that they have a passion in. And when they walk across the stage in high school, if they don't want to go to college or they don't want to go to the military, having already been exposed to this employer gives them an opportunity to remain with this employer. Oh, and by the way, be paid a minimum of $15 while in high school, a livable wage. All of that to say this: we'll be calling on some of you all to participate in this program. Please say yes. Thank you.